Paul Ronald Sanberg. Born in Florida into modest circumstances, Sanberg and his family moved across the country to pursue opportunities in California. One of 5 children, he was the only one in his family to earn a bachelor's degree.
As a child, I always looked at things in many different ways. I was constantly exploring, I was constantly trying to change my environment, always looking for ways to do things, better.
No matter if we're sitting and talking about bicycles or talking about something at dinner, he's always coming up with some new ideas. New ideas for the lawnmower, new ideas for bicycles they should have thought about, all kinds of different things. So yes, no matter where we go, he's constantly innovating and creating easier pathways to do things.
Dr. Sanberg is also a pilot. He's a collector of airplanes. He is a musician as well. Basically, what I'm saying is that this man is an explorer. And that's a characteristic you see with people that are particularly inventive. They're able to look at their environment all around them and spark off of it.
So I knew Paul when he was just a young investigator at the University of Cincinnati. Even then, he was a force of nature, creating space in the university for his entrepreneurial research, his science, already interested in stem cells to repair brain tissue before it became popular.
Early in his career, his father suffered a severe stroke.
So I focused the lab on stroke. And the whole concept was, could we help fix the stroked brain? And that's when we really moved forward.
Paul caught on to the idea of being able to repair the nervous system long before most other people did. So he helped invent that field, helped shape that discipline, helped shape the national interest.
One of the hardest things that I dealt with was, how can I still have a strong academic career and still have an inventive and a translational career? When you walk the line and you're a closet inventor, you can't be yourself in many ways. You can't open up and be yourself. And you can't be as creative as you really could be.
Sanberg sought to change that from the inside. He became a senior administrator at the University of South Florida, where he changed the culture of academia.
I said, let's have a lunch. Let's invite anybody at USF who's on the faculty or staff, and if they have an issued US patent or a patent from some other country, come and have lunch with us. I thought we'd get a handful. I didn't know. And we got over 100. It was amazing.
Paul is an inspiration and a role model at USF. As the Senior Vice President for Research Innovation and Economic Development, he's been absolutely instrumental in making a difference and raising the profile of the University of South Florida. We've even changed our promotion and tenure guidelines so that it supports tech transfer. And because of that, we were asked nationally to help other universities do the same thing.
With great success at USF, Paul turned his sights nationally with perhaps his best invention yet, the NAI. The National Academy of Inventors honors and encourages the translation of academic inventions from the lab to the marketplace.
Academic cultures have always encouraged creativity, but not necessarily the commercialization side, the part where you take an invention and take it to a product. What Dr. Sanberg has brought with NAI is a focus on celebrating that culture and acknowledging that culture.
Dr. Sanberg, with the NAI, is trying to redress this balance between invention and research, and his concern is to change the value system for universities, that you can have creativity, you can have deep knowledge, and still actually be practicing invention out there. That's been really the great American contribution.
Over 3,000 members and fellows, all as a result of Dr. Sanberg. Phenomenal. That in and of itself would justify his induction into the Florida Inventors Hall of Fame. But you complement that with the success of his research and his leadership in research. You've got somebody here who is so deserving of this recognition.
Our nation now needs innovation. Our nation now needs creativity. This is what Paul Sanberg has done. Paul gets it.
I bet everyone that's watching this video now is thinking, hey, I invented something at some time. It's just taking it and carrying it forward, okay? But when you think millions and millions of people having that approach, you know, invention moves the world forward. It really does.